there, were told not to leave it there, and they left it there.
Well, turns out that 65-year-old man could really fucking throw him.
This is what I came down here to see. This is who I came to see. This is who I came to see. This is Black history right here. Can you toss that hat one time?
When you realize that a black man made the folding chair, that makes the Montgomery Brawl even that more iconic. It's that much more iconic. We will be celebrating August 5th this year. We will, this year, that year will go down in history. This is an official Black American holiday. From this point forward, it's no discussion.
3 years ago today, the Montgomery Brawl happened. And I don't think anybody outside of our community will fully understand why we love that moment as much as we did. They think it was the chair. It wasn't. They think it was Aquaman. It wasn't. They think it was the memes, but definitely not. Those were just how we celebrated, but the reason we celebrated started a whole lot earlier than August 5th, 2023. That wasn't just any dock, right? Generations ago, our ancestors arrived at that very riverfront in chains. They were unloaded there, sold there, marched away from there. That ground had witnessed one version of our story for a very long time. Then 3 years ago, history brought another generation back to that very same dock. And this time, one of us needed help. And help came from the dock, from the boat, from the river. Nobody called a meeting. Nobody stopped to figure out whose responsibility it was. Black people did what Black people have always done. We showed up.
Hi guys, my name is Liam, and you are welcome back to the channel. 3 years ago today, on this very date, something happened on the Montgomery riverfront that the internet will never forget. A folding chair, a hat tossed into the air, Black people swimming through the water, brothers running from every direction, and a group of white boaters who thought they could put their hands on a Black man doing his job and walk away clean. They were wrong. August 5th, 2023, Riverfront Park, Montgomery, Alabama. The city-owned riverboat at Harriet II, packed with over 200 passengers, tries to dock in its reserved spot, but a private pontoon boat is sitting right there, blocking the way. The crew asks them to move, over the loudspeaker. Multiple times, nothing. Just attitude, curses, and middle fingers. So, co-captain Damian Pickett, a Black man simply trying to do his job, goes ashore with a deckhand to move that boat a few feet. That's all, a few feet. And that is when they jumped him. Shirtless white men charged. Fists started flying. They put him on the ground. They thought they had the numbers. They thought nobody was watching. They thought this was just another day where a Black man gets handled and the world keeps spinning. But this is Montgomery. This is the same riverfront where our ancestors were dragged off ships in chains, sold, and marched away like property. That ground has memory. That water has memory. And on August 5th, 2023, that memory woke up. Black people saw one of ours under attack, and they moved. No meeting, no committee, no, let's film it and post later. They ran, they swam, they jumped in. One man grabbed a folding chair like it was a superhero weapon. The whole dock turned into pure chaos. And when the dust settled, those boaters learned a lesson the hard way. You do not put your hands on a Black man in front of Black people and expect to walk away the same. The video went nuclear. Memes exploded. The chair became legendary. People started calling it a holiday. 3 years later, we are still talking about it, still celebrating it, still raising that chair in the comments. And if you're sitting there wondering why so many of us are smiling about a brawl, keep watching. Because this was never just a fight. This was history answering back. Let's get into it.
This week is the 3-year anniversary of the Montgomery Boat Brawl, which hopefully will become a federal holiday the next time we have a Black president.
Happy anniversary to the Montgomery Ball. Happy 3rd anniversary to it.
Then they try to kill me.
So what happened after that? How did you escape?
How did I escape? You know how I escaped. I fought my way up out of there. I hit about 5 dudes, knocked about 3 bitches down. You know I don't play, Gina.
Baby, you can't fight.
Who can't fight? I was knocking. I hit this one dude. He was ran up on me. I was like, He hit me in the head twice. I then look, and I grabbed, and then he hit me one more time. Can't tell me. I'm nervous and paranoid, man.
Lift every chair and swing like in Montgomery. Swing with all energy like those before we. Let every chair swing high. 'Cause if you're here, here's why. You need to learn to keep your hands off me.
So as a white woman, obviously I need to weigh in on the Alabama boat brawl situation. And here is my take on this situation. I would like all marginalized communities to know that I come with a chair, and if you ever need my chair for defense of any type, just ask. I can move out of it and sit somewhere else. This thing is heavy, it rolls fast, and if you throw it at someone, it'll do serious damage, okay? All right, wait. It also has canes in the back, so we've got options. We've got options with my chair. You see me? You need the stuff? Just ask.
And that's how the Alabama sweet tea party happened.
Grandma, no, it ain't go like that. You always be lying.
Was you there? Was you there?
I don't know why everybody wants me to talk about this Alabama brawl. Honey, is it because I am an Alabamian, or is it because I own a watercraft myself? Here's the deal. Y'all got what y'all deserve. Did you really think you was going to put your hands on somebody that was out there doing their damn job? Not just to keep you safe, but to keep everybody safe at that dock. Here's the problem. People get out there and start drinking out there on the water and come back and they done got big and bad. All right? But you met the wrong one that day, honey. You met the wrong one that day because there was people in places that needed to be put, and they got put in their place. You get up on my face, I can't guarantee what's going to happen to you neither. Now, I don't condone violence. But that right there, y'all got a show put on y'all, and that's y'all's damn fault. Don't get up in nobody's damn face acting like you're gonna tell somebody what you're gonna do on his damn dock. All right, that's what's wrong with y'all. Y'all get out there in the water and you act crazy, and come back and got dealt with. Did y'all see that one man's Crocs? Lord, it looked like his Crocs got his ass whipped. Oh well.
Then they try to kill me.
So what happened after that? How did you escape?
How did I escape? You know how I escaped. I fought my way up out of there. I hit about 5 dudes, knocked about 3 bitches down. You know I don't play, Gina.
Baby, you can't fight.
Who can't fight? I was knocking. I hit this one dude. He was ran up on me. I was like, He hit me in the head twice. I then look, and I grabbed, and then he hit me one more time. Can't tell me. I'm nervous and paranoid, man.
The reason so many people were so upset about a man hitting a woman with a folding chair in Montgomery, Alabama, is because his doing so violated one of the most enduring and deeply entrenched social norms in American culture and in Western culture as a whole. And that's only white men get to hit white women.
Not one person recognized the fact that a grown-ass fucking man hit a woman over the head with a fucking folding chair.
But did she die? What do you mean? We all recognize that, Mr. Jean Jacket Jeff. I don't know about anyone else on here, but I've watched it probably at least 48 times. And it keeps getting funnier every fucking time. Because you see what happened here, Jean Jacket Jeff, is that old woman, she felt froggy. And you know what she decided to do? She decided to jump. And you know what happened? She got fucking thumped. And that's what happens. If you want to go out there and you want to try jumping in, fighting with the men and everything like that, then prepare to get your shit rocked. Zero sympathy. Zero sympathy for those entitled fucking assholes that just thought that they could do whatever the hell that they want to do. You mean to tell me you watch that whole video and you're just like, the grown man hit the woman. That's right. And that grown woman hit the man too. That's why she was laid the fuck out on the ground. Did you see that man that got beat out of his Crocs though? Did you see that, Jean Jacket Jeff? Because that shit was, that was equally as funny. You see, I'm not a violent person, Jean Jacket Jeff. That's the old me, okay? I'm not a violent person anymore, but I'm also not above fucking violence. Let me ask you this. Could you imagine, can you even begin to imagine what would have happened to that man if all those other people didn't come jump in and have his back? Don't worry, I'll wait. Go ahead, answer. Never mind, you don't have to answer because we all know what would have happened. I am glad that karma instantly got them. I'm glad that all of those people had that man's back, and I am glad that that man got beat out of his fucking Crocs.
Montgomery boat brawl keep popping up today, and it took me back to that time. Damn it, there wasn't a funnier, more unified day on the internet for black people, I feel like, in the last 10 years than we got 3 years ago with that Montgomery thing. And I watched the video again today in its entirety, all 5 minutes of it, and from all the different angles. And I remember it all started when Buddy in the beginning threw that hat up. When he threw that hat up, that was the bat signal. You seeing things shifting and moving and things like that. After the hat came up and they got on him, not too long after they got on him, somebody was running down the dock this way, and then one of the dudes that was on the boat, he done jumped in the water. He done jumped in the water, and then if you listen to the video, the commentary is one of the funniest parts about it, because she's sitting there egging him on, talk about get him, as they should. Forgive him, mind you. I think a lot of people, also a lot of white people willingly forget that them white people on that dock started that shit because they wouldn't move their boat when the man who worked there told them that they needed to move their boat so that the dock, or the boat that was supposed to be there, could dock and get the people off the boat. But no, they wanted to be drunk, stubborn white people thinking they're entitled to space. And they had another thing coming, and they thought they had it when they all jumped that one man initially who threw the hat up. But what they didn't know was that hat was a beacon. That hat was a rallying cry. And not long after that hat dropped, because that hat, I don't even think I saw the hat come back down. I don't think I saw the hat come back down. But I feel like at the moment that hat touched the ground, the ancestors and everybody, the ancestors in that water came up and they gave them the strength that they needed, because them white people it was so bad for them white people, they was jumping in the water. And how ironic is that? Damn it. No, we don't condone violence, but we do condone protection, but we do condone defending ourselves. Again, ironically enough, we still having the same damn conversation. Damn it, it's funny, but that shit's real. Damn it, and I'm so glad that them black people, them black men, and them black women didn't let them white people just beat up on that man and get away with it. Shit, I ain't mad, and I'm still not mad. Damn it, and I hope all them people are doing well today. I remember we had the bail funds ready. We was ready.
Yo, while we excited about the Montgomery brawl, let me pause for the cause and school all of y'all. You see, we couldn't be there when Trayvon Martin was unalived, because had we been there, perhaps he would have survived. We couldn't be there when George Floyd went down, because had we been there, perhaps he'd still be around. See, we couldn't be there for our dear sweet sister Sandra Bland, who unfortunately fell into the hands of a racist man. We couldn't be there for Emmett Till, who never saw it coming. So when Unc was being attacked, that's why we came a-running. See, we were brawling for Breonna Taylor, and we were throwing down for Mike Brown. We couldn't be there for Ahmaud Arbery. That's why we had to show up full force in Montgomery. Now, I know things got ugly and people got hurt, but this was really for those 4 girls who were bombed at that church. Addie Mae Collins and Denise McNair, Carol Robertson and Cynthia Wesley. That was so unfair. See, it's no mystery this country has a history of black people being bullied with no consequences or penalties. Have you heard about James Byrd? They drug him until his head was dismembered. Or what about Medgar Evers, shot in his driveway? Remember? Y'all heard of Lemuel Penn? He was an educator in D.C. In 1964, he was killed by Klansmen simply for a DWB. Y'all heard of Lewis Allen? He saw a black man get unalived, so they decided to take his life simply so the brother wouldn't testify. Y'all heard of Virgil Lamar Ware? Probably not. He was only 13 years old riding his bicycle when that young brother was fatally shot. See, what happened in Montgomery was really for the strange fruit found hanging from the poplar trees. Those beaten, bruised, battered black bodies swinging in the southern breeze. So yeah, we swung our chairs and threw our hats in the air. Like a graduation, we commenced to the degree of waging warfare. So hear ye, let the record show that we're not going to take this kind of racial abuse anymore. So if we find ourselves coming under attack, just know we swinging chairs and we bound to fight back. Why were we excited about the Montgomery brawl? Because in the past, we couldn't be there for them. But in the present, we can be there for y'all.
I love us. I love us. Because what we finna do is gonna give you a key, okay? We gonna key. Watch this video. I love us so much. I love us so much.
Well, turns out that 65-year-old man could really fucking throw him.
When they told me Aquaman was coming, I pulled my swimming trunks out. I almost preached in a Speedo today. I wanted to be a part of what was happening. I want you don't even know how you've encouraged so many young people around the country. And you have defied the stigma because you know they say that black people don't swim. But you jumped in the water, and I heard you say in the interview you had never swam that fast or swim that far in your life. What made you jump in the water that day?
I just had to help someone.
Wow.
He was someone in need and who I cared about and who my brother also cared about, so I had to.
I am so grateful. New Birth, I want you to make some noise. Come on, make some noise, make some noise. Aaron's parents, you all come on up a little bit closer. Come on up a little bit closer. Aaron's parents are here with him on today, and we're grateful that they made that ride early this morning. We want to give a gift, Aaron, to you and to your future. On behalf of New Birth, we want to give you a $2,000 college scholarship to help you. Come on, y'all got to do better than that.
The more you fuck around, the more you're gonna find out.
Hey, black person, you black, right? This is for black people only, so scroll if you're not black. Okay, hey Bookie, you know it's August 5th, right? You know, the 3rd anniversary of the Montgomery brawl with the folding chair and the throwing of the hat and the dude swimming across the water to help another brother. Yeah, that's today. 3rd anniversary. Y'all go ahead and watch that video, especially with everything that's going on in this Nolan Wells case. We probably need to see us sticking together real quick. You know, a little reminder of what happens when we come together. Yeah. I don't know about y'all, but I love watching that video. I could be having a bad day and watch that video, and I can't help but smile because that's how we rock behind each other. All the time. All the time. All the time. We cannot be fucked with. There is power in unity. Okay? Stick together. Stick together. Power and unity. When we come together, yeah, you can't be fucked with. We can't be fucked with. Just remember that.
You're done. You're done.
When you realize that a black man made the folding chair, that makes the Montgomery Brawl even that more iconic. It's that much more iconic. We will be celebrating August 5th this year. We will. That year will go down in history. This is an official Black American holiday. From this point forward, it's no discussion. If you do not celebrate the Montgomery Brawl, the annual Montgomery Ball, this year you will be reprimanded. You will be reprimanded, and there will be consequences. My good fella, Nathaniel Alexander, created the folding chair in July 7th of 1911, giving us this iconic moment. Thank you, our brother Nathaniel Alexander. We will also be recognizing you on annual Montgomery Ball Day, which is August 5th. Do not forget, y'all, because we will be celebrating it this year. This is going to be like our Memorial Day, okay? We cutting up on this day. This is the new Memorial Day. There's no argument about it. Tell everybody black, because that's what we doing.
On the bottom, Paige, you were good. I'm waiting for you to be great. And next, Kendall. You didn't stick out to me. Next is Brooke. Next, Nia. You're third on the pyramid. You were third overall high score. And Mackenzie. And on top of the pyramid, going 3 for 3, once again, is Maddie.
Yo, what's the word? Happy August 5th to all my foundational Black Americans, man. This was a joyous day. They thought it was gonna be like that. They ain't expect all this shit right here, man. For real. They ain't expect all this shit, boy. They tried to pull it on that black man and instantly regret it. Like, this is the true meaning of fuck around and find out when you fucking play with us, man. So, salute to y'all people down there in Montgomery, Alabama, down there in Alabama.
The fact that young people make history. History is always made in the present moment. And I'm sure you weren't thinking about becoming Aquaman when you jumped in that water, but you did. You stepped into history and you helped to shape some history and inspire some folks. So, brother, I just want to thank you.
Let's be real. Outsiders looked at that video and said, it's just a fight. Violence is bad. Why are y'all celebrating? They missed the whole point. This wasn't random violence. This was response. This was protection. This was black people refusing to stand there and watch one of our own get jumped for doing his job. Damian Pickett wasn't looking for trouble. He was trying to clear a docking space so a riverboat full of people could come in safely. That was his job. And for that, he got surrounded and attacked. And what did black people do? Exactly what we've always done when the system or the streets or the random aggressors try us. We showed up. Nobody called a press conference. Nobody waited for permission. People jumped off the boat. People ran from the park. One brother swam across like Black Aquaman. The folding chair became an instant cultural icon. And yes, I will die on that hill. That chair is part of black history now. Period. Why does this hit so deep for us? Because that riverfront is not neutral ground. Montgomery was one of the biggest slave trading ports in the South. Our people were unloaded right there, sold right there, torn from their families right there. For generations, that dock represented powerlessness. Then 3 years ago, the same ground saw a different story. One of us needed help, and help came from every direction, instantly, no hesitation. That is why we celebrate, not because we love fighting, because we love the sight of us protecting us. They tried to reduce it to both sides. They tried to say race had nothing to do with it. The police said it didn't meet the legal standard for a hate crime. Fine. But let's not gaslight the optics. A group of white boaters jump a black man over a boat spot, and the response splits almost perfectly along racial lines. Come on, the history of that city is loud. The energy on that dock was loud. And the way Black TikTok, Black Twitter, and Black Instagram locked in and turned that moment into culture was even louder. We made memes, we made songs, we made the chair a symbol. We joked about making August 5th a federal holiday the next time we get a black president. And every year since, the anniversary comes around and the same energy returns, because that moment felt like a win. A rare, unfiltered, unapologetic win where the aggressors got the smoke they asked for. Was every single punch justified? I'm not here to play judge and jury on every frame, but the core of it, a black man doing his job gets jumped, and the community answers, that part I will celebrate every single time. They learned something that day. You do not get to put your hands on us in broad daylight on that riverfront and expect silence. Not in 2023. Not in 2026. Not ever again. The folding chair didn't just hit bodies. It hit a nerve. And 3 years later, that nerve is still electric. So, yeah. Happy anniversary to the Montgomery Riverfront Brawl. Raise a chair if you were there in spirit. Raise a chair if you still laugh every time that video pops up. Raise a chair if you understand why this moment means more than outsiders will ever admit. This wasn't just a fight. It was a reminder. We protect ours. We always have. And when the ground that once held our chains sees us stand up for each other, the ancestors feel that. Drop a comment and tell me, do you still celebrate August 5th? Is the folding chair forever iconic? Or do you think people are overdoing it? I want the real opinions. If this perspective hit different, smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on the post notifications so you never miss the real talk. I'm Esther. I don't sugarcoat. I don't tiptoe. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace. And keep that chair ready.